Just remember, kids, you too could own an RV and be parked on the shoulder in BFE Panhandle, Texas, concerned that your siding is going to fly off of the trailer at any given second.
Remember, kids, you too could likely build something better yourself with hand tools.
And these are the thoughts that keep us up at night.
Just where he was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time.
It is.
Nobody's losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by the door. When we find sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn.
Good morning, everyone. So as you saw, 2 days ago, we picked up and left Mission Tejas. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit sad to leave. I really love that place a lot, and it was just a really, really positive experience work camping there for the last month, but it was time to go because we're on to bigger and better things, and Stuart and I got accepted at a work camping position over the summer north of Riggins, Idaho at this beautiful RV park in the mountains. We're really, really excited about it. It's going to be our first time doing like a large-scale work camping job like that, and it's for the entire summer, so it's a really big deal. We're really, really excited about it, but it's going to take some time to get there. So we decided to give ourselves basically the entire month of April to get there, and so we left on April 4th. So we drove all day on the 4th when we left and stopped in Wichita Falls, spent the night at a truck stop there. That was really not that bad. It was honestly really, really nice. The whole RV is in what I call travel trim right now, which basically just means like barely controlled chaos. But it's okay, it's just the way that it is. And then yesterday we kind of got a little bit of a late start because Stuart had a meeting, and then we found out that we need a new water pump. Whenever we did all of our new renovations for like the counter and everything, we found out that it has a little bit of a leak. We could troubleshoot it and try to figure out what the issue is, but they're not that expensive. It'll be easier to just buy a new one. So we had to figure out how to order that on the road. The Amazon locker that we initially got it sent to was going to be late, so we had to contact Amazon, get it canceled, get a new one ordered that we're going to pick up, I think, in Albuquerque.
Yes, so we ordered something and there was a carrier delay.
And so I reordered it and have it sent to another shipping locker right now, and I need to cancel the first order, which was the last 4 of the order number was 5808.
It was just this whole thing, and so we got a late start, and our plan was to head to Lake Meredith, which is outside of Amarillo. Well, a dust storm hit right as we hit Amarillo, which was a new experience for both of us. That was not fun, and I don't recommend it. It made the going very slow. The winds were very high. We were worried about the RV because it was moving all over the road. We had to go pretty slow to be safe. The siding on the side of the RV was like bowing out because of how strong the wind was.
There is nothing to be done about it. It's just, it's kind of how the design of it is. And it's not made for 40-mile-an-hour headwind and a 55-mile-an-hour driving.
Is it attached to the RV?
Yeah, it's attached at the front along that rim where we replaced that trim piece.
Yeah.
And then it's attached. And then it's attached every time that the panels overlap. Right?
So why is it bowing?
Just wind infiltrates an RV that breathes. It's just enough to, you know, call it a bow. I mean, it's attached, but you can clearly like push.
I saw that,
and
yeah.
push it up against the stud. I guess that's kind of as sturdy as it gets.
Oh my gosh.
It's not out of the ordinary because I felt in other places. It's just,
And I guess we just never noticed it before.
yeah.
It probably
or-
does that all the time when we're going down the road in other places and we just don't see it.
Yeah, or it doesn't do it as much because we don't have a headwind like that grass. Like, it's a perfect example of how strong the wind is. Sleep well at night knowing that the RV could blow apart
Literally.
at any point in time.
Just remember, kids, you too could own an RV and be parked on the shoulder in BFE Panhandle, Texas, concerned that your siding is going to fly off of the trailer at any given second.
Remember, kids, you too could likely build something better yourself with hand tools.
And these are the thoughts that keep us up at night. We didn't end up getting here until almost 10 o'clock at night. It was pitch black. We tried to pick a spot and hope that it was good. We couldn't see anything, and that was the way that our night went. For whatever reason, 9 times out of 10 when we're traveling, we're gonna hit some bad weather or something's gonna come up and go wrong. I guess it's just Murphy's Law. You can't really avoid it. But it all worked out. We found our spot and we're set here, and we're gonna stay here for the next day, and then tomorrow we're gonna head back to Amarillo to pick up some things and then hopefully be on our merry way towards Albuquerque. But we really need the day to kind of just take it slow, recharge, attend to like school and some other chores that we need to knock out, kind of just catch our breath and rest a little bit. So that is the plan. It is a windy, chilly morning. That storm blew in a ton of cold air all the way down from Montana. It was in the 50s when we got in last night, and it was in the 30s this morning, and it's supposed to be in the 30s tomorrow night. So I'm really, really glad that we invested in our propane heater, and it's keeping us nice and toasty right now. So we're gonna get some coffee. We're gonna start our morning, start our day, and we're just gonna take you along on what a week traveling on the road, being nomads, looks like for us. So welcome to the journey.
Always back down as soon as I see it. The
Good morning, good afternoon.
And good night.
We are in New Mexico, so we had a really fun, unexpected day yesterday. We were planning on leaving Lake Meredith, running into Amarillo, picking up our Amazon stuff, and then jetting out of town. But come to find out, some friends of ours that we met back in 2020 who are full-timers as well just so happened to be passing through Amarillo at the same time. We had not seen them since 2020. So of course we had to like stop everything and go and see them. They were staying at an RV park, and there was like a convention center parking lot that technically you probably weren't supposed to park there overnight, but we did, and we were okay. And so we spent the evening hanging out with them. We went and got some food, just great conversation. It's always so cool to meet up with people, and we don't get to do that kind of thing a lot just because we don't really know a lot of people. So it was really cool hanging out with them, and the Palo and River really liked their dog Z, and it was a great experience, and they had a lot of fun. So we had a lot of fun. But now we're in New Mexico, and actually right now we are sitting on historic Route 66, and we're taking I-40 to Albuquerque. So we decided to take a little detour and take this section of Route 66 so that we can see some historic shit. And we've got the motion picture soundtrack from Cars pulled up, so we're gonna have that playing.
I would drive the old actual Route 66, but a lot of it was closed down. I think they built the interstate in the 50s or 60s through Eisenhower and the interstate system, but they've decommissioned a lot of the road in the 1980s. But we are on a section that is still open. We're going to pass by apparently one of the most iconic places, the Blue Swallow Motel in what town is it? Tecumseh? There's really not much else, so we're just trying to have fun along the way.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go to Albuquerque, scoop up another Amazon package, and then get out of there as quickly as we can. No offense to Albuquerque, but the crime rate is terrible, so we really don't want to be in the area too long. So that's the plan for today.
We left our love with question marks, with broken hearts. I went all my life without you. Something right could be so wrong. Carry on.
Back up about 6 inches. Wait, you go forward about a foot. Beautiful. We're just gonna have to raise the front a little bit, which is perfectly fine.
Now I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on the ground. And you will come back. Oh my God, it's you again. Once we were more than friends. Darling, how you been? I missed your smile. I know you leave me here with question marks, and I will start all over here without you. Something right could be so wrong. I carry on, 'cause I know I have to let you go again. I know it's bad to take a leap into my world of fantasies, but we will make it all the way somehow. But I know now when I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on.
So today is a huge homework day. We decided to stay here for one more day and basically just have office hours, catch up on homework and all that sort of stuff. We were able to put our signal booster up, and we've been picking up probably the best signal that we've ever gotten, simply because this area is so remote that there are cell towers, but not a lot of people are using them. So the signal is really, really strong, which is awesome because I have quite a bit of homework that I need to do, projects that are coming up due, and I'm trying to get ahead of them before they're due this coming weekend and the weekend following, because there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up and I want to make sure that I'm able to enjoy it and I'm not worrying about assignments and that kind of thing. So I think today is just going to be spent focusing on that stuff, staying out of the wind, and relaxing a little bit, because with the RV rocking constantly, it's been a little bit tough to get some sleep, and I think both Stuart and I are feeling a little draggy. This is where I am going to wrap this vlog up. I hope that you've enjoyed spending a week traveling with us, kind of seeing what our on-the-road routine is like. I feel like this time around, things feel a lot more routine and a lot more predictable. Last year was the first time that we traveled and did the whole boondocking thing and got really serious about it. So there were a lot of unknowns and a learning curve with everything. But I feel like this time around, there's so much that we know that we've been able to put into our tool belt, so many skills that we've acquired over the time. And plus, our rig is just so much better equipped for being off-grid and traveling and everything. So it feels like things just keep getting better and better and easier. But the only way that that's happened is by putting ourselves out there and taking on that challenge. There are a few notable mentions that I want to make before I close out this video. The first is the app GasBuddy, and there's also Mudflap, but Mudflap is specifically for diesel vehicles. GasBuddy works across the board. It's a way to save money on the road. Gas right now, everyone knows the prices are insane, and anything we can do to save a little bit of money is definitely worth it. There are lots of apps like GasBuddy or Mudflap. Those are the two that we've been using, and they've helped us save quite a bit of money when we've been filling up. The other two are Ultimate Campgrounds and iOverlander. Pretty much everybody knows about iOverlander. Ultimate Campgrounds is similar. You can filter your search to bring up all different kinds of places to stay, including public land and campgrounds and parking lots and anything that you could possibly want. That is how we've found every single place that we've been staying so far on this trip, and really for the history of us traveling, that's how we've done it. And it's helped us save a ton of money because we have been able to stay on public land for free or in parking lots, lot docking and that kind of thing, and we haven't had to worry about paying for an RV spot, which has been awesome. So I want to make sure I put that out there, because if this is something that you're interested in doing, it doesn't have to break the bank, and that's something that I want to make sure that I continue to emphasize. And then last but not least, a couple of times you saw us swing by Amazon lockers to pick up mail. That's something that I thought more people knew about, but I mean, we didn't know about it until last year, and it's a really awesome resource to have if you're traveling out and about and you need to be able to get mail. Amazon lockers are everywhere. If you are shopping on Amazon, you can go in, and at the very bottom of your address book, you'll see a function that says like locate Amazon locker or locate Amazon pickup location or something like that. And you can put in the zip code or the location of the city that you're going to be going to and locate Amazon lockers within that area. And you just have your stuff sent there, and they send you a code, and you just put in the code into the locker, or you give it to the person at the desk, depending on how the locker is set up, and you get your mail. And it's an awesome way to be able to get stuff on the road. We also signed up for a mail forwarding service through a company called Texas Home Base, and there are others. Escapees is a really popular one. We really liked Texas Home Base though, because they're small and friendly and they feel local, and it's a way for us to receive mail and have a permanent address and a place for things to go whenever we are traveling on the road, and whenever we're in a position to receive mail, like whenever we get to our final destination in Idaho, we'll be able to contact them. They'll box everything up, and any mail that we got sent there will be sent to us in Idaho. It's really nice to know that we have that. It's given us a lot of peace of mind, and we're not relying on people like family to receive mail for us. So that's definitely something that I want to make sure that I mentioned. If you have any questions about any of that stuff or any insights that you'd like to share, please feel free to comment those below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit, and I would love if you hung around for future adventures. But all of that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I'll see you for the next one, whenever and wherever that may be.
But I know now.